Good morning. It's Wednesday, 22nd. It's day 2 of a little bit of slackpacking. Yesterday was a pretty good day. We ended up having trail magic just before we got to the shelter, which was really nice. At the shelter, we were able to order pizza and have pizza delivered to the shelter. We got a nice group, La Familia, Maggie and her 2 daughters, and part of the Jorts Mafia group, as we call them. There were 7 of them. We had a nice night. Played trivia, we did karaoke. It was lots of fun. Little mountain goat. There was a broken tree and there was a little hand axe there, so mountain goat chopped the tree down, so that was fun to watch him, all his little energy. It's a good night. So I headed up this morning and the trail is already super rocky, but yeah, we're doing part of our days. We'll be slackpacking this morning, and then we'll get our packs back and finish our day out with our packs on. It's supposed to rain later this afternoon. It looks like it's going to rain, I say, around 2-ish and all night. So I'm not sure if we're going to be sleeping in the rain because all the other group got ahead of us, so they might be the ones that make it to the shelter first, because it's a small shelter. Last night's shelter we had held 12. So, nice shelter. And yesterday we had trail magic just before we got to the place, the shelter, as I said. But just before we crossed the road, we're at the point where we are under 1,000 miles now. And today, I believe, just before we get to the next shelter, we'll make it to 1,200 miles. So, going fast. It's going fast. All right, let's get this little hike going. Looks like if you keep walking, you walk right up the edge of the trail here, right up the cliff. That's a view. Trail over there, Showers Steps.
1200 millas aquí.
Dang.
Con Lucas.
It's smaller than the one we saw.
It has at least 10 miles on it, so it's an old one. Making a U-turnish.
It was right where you're standing, Turbo.
Oh,
He's in the woods.
no, no.
Lucas, please leave it alone. Lucas.
It has at least 10 miles on it, so it's an old one.
You all can come through now.
Was it on the trail when you came back?
It was right where Turbo's standing.
Yeah, it's all good.
We just saw our second timber rattlesnake. Didn't look as big as the first one we saw. One of the people in our group, Zoe, was in front of us, and she yelled out, "Rattlesnake!" She said that it was curled up on the side of the trail, on the right side of the trail, and she heard it before she saw it. It was coiled up, and it was rattling its tail, and so as soon as she heard it, she kind of like jumped forward. And then he started crossing the trail. You just never know where they're gonna be. So rattlesnake number 2, another timber rattlesnake. Lots of rocks today. And mixed half like this and half of those big ones. After 1, we just finished lunch, finished about 10 miles of our 15-mile day, and we got our packs back. So moving a little bit slower than what we were earlier. We had a nice lunch in the parking lot. Maggie's family is just so wonderful. We had leftover pizza from last night, but she brought mandarin oranges and water, some cheese and crackers, cookies. So we had a little feast back there at the parking lot. All fueled up and ready to finish out the day. And still trying to make it before the rain so we don't have to set up our tents in the rain. I'm pretty sure that we're not going to get a shelter site. There were a whole group, that young group was ahead of us, and they like to shelter. So they're probably already there and set up camp in the shelter. So it's going to be a tenting night, and definitely going to get wet. It rained on, I won't get wet. But yep, that's it. So 5 more to go, a couple more hours, and I'll be done for the day. All right. Tomorrow we're heading into Port Clinton. That's the next town. So we're getting picked up there because the La Familia rented a house, a cabin, and we're all going to stay together, which will be nice. And their grandmother is coming and going to Slackpack us for a few days, so it'll be a nice treat. We'll finish out Pennsylvania slackpacking. So I'm going to be spoiled for the next few days, which is a good thing in this area. It's difficult with your heavy pack getting through this stuff. All right, let's finish up this little hike today. There's a sign back there on one of the trees that this section is going to be, they're going to do a prescribed burn in here soon. I wonder what you do on those days. I guess you don't hike through them, obviously, so turn around, go back, and wait until it's done. I must do shelter Less than 2 miles to go. Just heard some thunder in the distance. So that storm is starting to head this way. I think we'll make it though in time to get all set up. It's pretty in here with all the fern. Never fails getting close to camp. We're going along smooth on a nice trail. And now getting bogged down by the big chunky rocks.
Such a lovely place to fall on your face. Messing around at the hotel in Roxylvania. Any time of year, you can find us here. The path is rooted and twisted. It's got New Jersey at the end. Lots of hikes have passed by. Up to now being friends. How they dance on the piles. The sweat, summer sweat. Many rocks to remember, many rocks to forget.
As I call to my family,
Please bring me some wine.
they yelled back, "You just gave me your butt up to mile 1169." I got behind.
And still the rocks are falling far away. Voices down in the buses, just hear them say, welcome to the Hotel Rocksylvania. It's not a lovely place to fall on your face. Moving to Rocksylvania. It's a nice surprise. Don't believe all the lies. Moss on the surface, slipping feels like an ice. We're all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the large boulders, hikers gather for the feast, to squeeze through the caverns, all the strong and the least. Last thing I remember, I was rising from the pile. Relax, said my family, with a sick and safe smile. We can check out